Welcome back to Bourbon Country Reacts. I'm Keith.
Hey, Keith.
This is Dustin, our bourbon guy.
I'm the bourbon guy. He's the music guy. You all know that.
Music-ish guy. So
He's so modest. So we got a bourbon bribe, but you notice it's already open.
what the hell is on that label?
Looks like I don't know. A foxalope?
A fox? So how do you make like a fox centaur thing?
Yeah, it's a fox centaur.
Is this a Comic Con furry
antlers?
thing?
And look, it's got like little wings too.
Is this a Comic Con furry thing?
I don't know. What is that?
You don't know what furries are?
No.
Somebody needs to educate Dustin on the concept of furries and yiffy.
I wouldn't Google it. What?
Yeah, yiffy and clopping.
Anyway, so this is called Fable and Folly.
Okay.
This is a really expensive bottle from Andrea that she said we could try, but we have to listen to the song of her choice.
Fair.
This is our first orphan barrel on the channel.
Define an orphan barrel.
What's an orphan barrel? So an orphan barrel is when a barrel gets lost in a rick house or forgotten about in a rick house, and they know a little bit about it based on what's stamped on it most of the time, but they don't know a lot about what's in it or how long it's been there. So that's what you got here is an orphan barrel.
Cool.
So that's why it's kind of expensive, because it's super rare, right? But
might be very highly aged too, depending.
let's see if it tells me if they know, right? They may not know. So it's made at Orphan Barrel Whiskey Distilling Company. They pride themselves in rescuing lost barrels of rare, delicious whiskeys hidden away and long forgotten in the back of rick houses. Did I get that about right?
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't read that before. I swear to God, that's true. State law.
Wow.
What?
Nothing.
All right. So what song does she want with this?
So she wants Mumford and Sons White Blank Page. Have we had any Mumford and Sons on the channel before? Did we?
Yeah, that one you couldn't hardly understand.
Oh, right. We actually had people accusing us of, there's no way you haven't heard this.
Yes.
Don't be silly. We didn't listen prior to this channel. We never listened to country music.
Well, there's also some people that say this isn't country, it's more folk.
Okay.
So, close.
Yeah. All right. So, well, let's check out White Blank Page.
Well, can you lie next to her and give her your heart as well as your body? Can you lie next to her and confess your love as well as your folly? Can you
Folly.
kneel before this?
I see what you
And
did there.
say I'm clean, but tell me now, where was my fault in loving you with my whole heart? Oh, tell me now, where was my fault in loving you with my whole heart? Well, a white blank page and a swelling breeze me now. Where was my fault in loving you with my whole heart? Oh, tell me now, where was my fault in loving you with my whole heart?
I love that banjo, dude.
This song is really confusing me, man. So like the banjos kick ass, the guitars are kicking ass, the vocals are great. I can actually understand them, most of them at least.
Right.
Great lyrics in the song.
Sure.
What's mind fucking me is the constantly changing time signatures. I cannot figure out what time signature they're playing in because it keeps changing on me.
Told you he was the music guy. Did all y'all have that same problem?
There are going to be some real musicians out there that are going to be like, dude, they're going from 6/8 to 5/4. You can't tell that. I'm telling you, that's how it's going to happen. But it's messing with me.
Okay. Because they're kind of up tempo and then they slow down.
No, it's the beats change. So this is 6/8. No. It's 3/4. 3/4's out the window now. Was that 6/7 time? What the fuck? I need to go back to that song and try and figure it out, man. In terms of time signature complexity, that was as bad as Dyer's Eve by Metallica.
Okay.
Like, just
messes with your brain.
Yeah, there's something like 7 or 8 time changes in Dyer's Eve, and that song, it only would stay in the same time signature for like 6 or 8 bars, and then it would change.
Broken Keith.
You broke me. and I'll tell you right now, I'm not sure I could ever play rhythm guitar to that song.
Because it just changes.
I'd be offbeat.
You'd like, when do I switch? Guys?
I'd be over here playing all by myself, and the whole band would be looking over at me like,
what are you doing, man?
What are you doing? Yeah.
What are you doing? I don't understand. So help me, music guy. What was the message of that song?
So it kind of sounded like old boy was with a chick that was only half committing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's what I got.
Yeah.
Because he kept asking what was wrong with how he loved her.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I got.
Also, I think that was more folk than country by a long shot.
Mm-hmm. I love that banjo though, dude.
Oh, it was a great banjo.
That banjo was...
Old boy was flying along.
It was awesome.
That right hand work was...
Woof.
It was nice.
Woof.
Yeah.
That was my reaction to it. Woof. Damn. So, So there was
My reaction was a headache.
there was a play on. That's hilarious. There's a play on the song with the bourbon, obviously, because it talked about Folly in the
Yeah.
song, Fable and Folly. Clever girl.
Let me explain the headache.
Yeah.
So I can't listen to jazz.
Okay.
I cannot listen to jazz because jazz musicians they always go into this wild improvisation and they get into playing these weird modes and they're just showing off how tricky and cool they can be with the music.
Right.
But they wind up so far away from the melody
That
that it starts sounding to me like random notes. And I'm trying always, my brain is trying to tie that back to the song's melody, and you can't sometimes.
That one, okay.
That generates a jazz gives me a headache. Because of the mental math trying to make that happen.
But the melody flowed.
The melody in this song was fine.
It was solid.
The timing
Was what was fucking.
was giving me a headache trying to map it out and understand what was happening.
Broken key.
You broke me. You broke me, Andrew.
Good job. Proud of you.
There's smoke coming out of my ears.
I smell it. It kind of. It's like old smoke.
Burning wax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like old burning wax.
Yeah. So tell me about this stuff, dude.
It's super. So I don't want to say complex because it doesn't. There's not a ton of flavors going on in there, but there's. It almost tastes concentrated. Like it's just full of. It's full of flavor. And I'm surprised by that.
I'm getting like a ton of orange peel in it. Both up front and mid palate, and then it's fading to a mixture of like a cinnamon and oak bitter. But I get a ton of orange peel up front.
You're not, dude. So what just popped into my brain was an old fashioned. It's like a bourbon old fashioned. And orange in bourbon allegedly is pretty rare. Like,
as a flavor, yeah.
It's hard to do.
It's here.
Yeah.
It's literally. It's not a super citrusy orange.
Nope.
But there's orange peel flavor in this.
What proof you get?
I've been seriously underestimating proofs since I tried to inhale some bourbon earlier.
So here's my take before you talk about your proof. What you think about the proof? I think it tastes more flavorful than the proof that it's at.
I'm gonna guess about 90.
You read the damn bottle.
I did not read the bottle.
90 proof. Good job. But
I has my
it
moments.
tastes like it's good.
This is good stuff. You have any idea what it costs?
It's Andrew's bottle. It was $250.
Holy shit!
What was funny was, so we were at the little liquor store in my town. You've been there. The little liquor store, right?
I just had an evil idea.
Don't you fucking do it. Don't you fucking do it. Caleb, you know what he's thinking about. Yeah, I know what you're fucking thinking about. Andrew will kick your ass. And I'll let her.
Like you could stop her.
I couldn't stop her. Right. True. But, so we're at the little liquor store in my town, right? And we're looking to see what they have, and we're actually picking up a gift for somebody. Right? And I was like, they'll probably have it down there. Surprisingly, my little liquor store has a pretty decent bourbon selection. It's not bad. We go up to the counter to check out, and I see that behind the counter. And Andrea doesn't see it yet. And we've both seen this bottle. We saw it when we were down at Stitzer Weller when we were taking a tour.
Right.
And she actually got to try it there at the bar. And she loved it. She's like, this is amazing. So as I walk up to the counter, and I'm like, shit, I'm not buying it, but I'm going to tell her about it.
Well, she loved it.
Right. And I was like, hey.
No, you didn't do it. You were like, him and Andrew, babe.
babe, babe, babe. And I was like, what? And she's like, huh? You've heard that before.
I have heard that before, yeah.
I need it.
I've seen that before.
And I was like, and I said, you know, it's going to be expensive, right? And she's like,
I've seen that before.
but I need it. I was like, it's your money.
Thank you.
Don't you do it.
Okay.
Okay. Keith has this thing when he wants to be ornery, where he takes expensive bourbons and acts like a
Like a heathen, I shoot it.
a heathen or a degenerate even, right? And he shoots it. I'm like,
I did that with Pappy, just to fuck with Caleb once. Actually, not only did I shoot the Pappy, I shot the last of my Pappy.
which is, you were drunk already. That's what I'm saying happened.
That was a rough night, man.
So overall, though, what'd you think of the tune?
I liked it. I think it's going to give me a headache,
Yeah,
but I liked it.
Yeah.
Now, maybe after a few more listens,
that's really interesting.
and I start to understand the timing in the song better,
Yeah.
after that, it may stop giving me a headache.
So I don't have the same problem you have.
Right, because you just listen and enjoy.
Right, but
Sometimes my brain has to analyze.
this is interesting. I told you guys in the last Mumford and Sons video, I know most of their songs because of Andrea.
Okay.
Right? We go on road trips. We drive a lot of the places we go. This will play for, I don't know, about an hour,
Yeah.
right? And by the end of that hour, I actually have a headache. No shit. And I'm like, we got to listen to something different.
Maybe your brain's doing the same math mine is.
Mine doesn't know how to do that math, but
Could be happening subconsciously.
it's just like, oh, it's broke. That's not right. Stop it. I don't know. That's no joke though. So I get that.
I mean, it is clearly a good song. It is an extremely, musically, it is an extremely cerebral composition.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's this. It was written by some
Musicians.
like legit. There's a term that I use for certain bands, what I call musicians. So it's the bands that guys and girls that are
Musicians.
true musicians listen to. And, back in the day, that was Red Hot Chili Peppers, Dream Theater,
Dream Theater, dude.
Queensryche, and now, like, in this kind of genre, it's Billy Strings and Molly Tuttle, and so... you guys tell me, are these guys kind of folk country musicians, or are they pretty mainstream?
They're mainstream.
Are they?
They're mainstream, but funny. So I think I figured it out. I think I figured out why I get a headache. I'm too dumb to process it. And what I mean by that is, when we play Dream Theater, and we play it for, like, I love it. It sounds great. But if we play it for a long time, I start to get a headache. I don't know what it is.
Well, Dream Theater uses a lot of time signature changes, and they use a lot of key changes and weird modal shit. And but with Dream Theater, for some reason, I get it on the first listen. I don't have to math it out. I'm sucked into it. So, but anyway, good song, outstanding bourbon. Thank you, Andrew.
Yeah, if you see this at a bar and it's not $900 a pour,
Do it.
try it. It's delicious. Fable and Folly.
Yeah. So, guys, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Drop down in the comments. Tell us what songs we need to check out. Tell us what North American whiskeys we need to check out. You can be like Andrea if you want your song propelled to the front of the list. And go ahead and send us a bribe.
Yeah.
So, hey,
You'll have the comment in the comments
what?
for how to send us a bribe.
We've kind of not been putting that pinned comment up lately. I'm almost afraid to admit this.
Go ahead. I mean,
We're actually trying to thin the bribes out a little bit because we genuinely want to get back to more of your votes.
True.
Because a lot of you have complained, look, we don't have the resources to send you
Yep.
a bottle. We absolutely understand that. And so we're trying to get back
yeah.
to some votes. But right now, we're kind of at about the right pace. We've got a few bribes coming in.
Trickling in.
And we've got a lot of requests queued up.
Yep.
And some of those actually are going to be dropping. We've already recorded a few.
Yep. Got to make it through the YouTube hoops.
Yeah, they're swimming through the YouTube hoops. So, hey guys, till next time.
See you.